Okay, have a comfortable seats. Keep your body upright. The head should be straight forward. And take a deep and long breath and let it go slowly. Again, take a deep and long breath and let it go slowly. Your mind is running with objectives, pictures, sounds, tastes, feelings. Look at your mind. What are the objectives in your mind? So many objectives are there. Most of these goals are regarding the past. Some of thoughts are regarding the future. Developing your energy, determine yourself not to pay attention to past or future, to connect with present moment. Focusing on present moment, you feel no any memories, no future plans. Your body is relaxing, your mind also full of happiness, no worries. Naturally, you always hanging around with our past experiences and future plans. Therefore, we have to develop our energy, behavior, as well as effort, not to play with past experiences or future plans, to stay in this moment, pay full attention to this moment. Give more support to live in this moment. Let us try to relax ourselves, taking, focusing on your breath. You breathe in, breathe out. Pay full attention to your breath, inhalation and exhalation. Just pay attention. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You can recognize through your experience where AI is touching when you are breathing in as well as breathe out. Try to find where AI is touching. It might be end of your nostril, upper lips, as well as your belly. Keep there your mind. Thoroughly focus on any of these familiar places and watch your breath. While you are breathing, understand breathing. When you are breathing out, understand breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. The mind has become a gatekeeper to watch your inhalation and exhalation. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. When you start to breathe in and out, you feel all your blood process. You can feel when you are breathing, air is going through your nostrils and filling lungs and coming out from lungs and going through your nostrils. When you are breathing in, filling with oxygen, all the carbon dioxides are coming out through the nostril. Oxygens are going through the nostrils and filling all the lungs. 6.5 trillion cells are surviving with the help of this breath, inhalation and exhalation. While you are breathing in and out, pay attention to see the nature of your breath. Sometimes we take short breath, sometimes we take long breath. Short breath understand as a short breath. Long breath understand as a long breath. Breathe in happy, breathe out happy. You understand short breath as short breath, long breath as a long breath. Breathe in, breathe out. In the third point, you understand the breath is the secret of your life to survive. The life completely depending on your inhalation and exhalation. Whenever you stop breathing in and out, that would be the last moment of this existence. Breathe in, breathe out. The life completely depending on breathe in, breathe out. In your fourth step, focusing on your breath, try to see the reality of your breath. When you start to breathe in, at that moment it has been changing. When you start to breathe out, at that moment it has been changing. The breath is not something existing. The breath is a process. What is in that process? Rising, falling, rising, falling. Each and every moment it has been changing. Then what about the nature of this body? The body completely depending on the breath. Then breath is the process. In there you can see only rising and falling. Then what is the nature of the body is impermanent. The breath is impermanent as well as the body. What is happening to my body since the day that I born to this world? Rising and falling. Trillions of all these cells are dying and born. Form is impermanent, rising and falling. Sounds is impermanent, rising and falling. Taste is impermanent, rising and falling. The experience that you have practicing breathe in, breathe out, or breathing meditation, use this experience to see the reality of all these activities, objectives, the life, the body completely depending on the breath. The nature of the breath is impermanent, it's changing, it's only rising and falling is there. So then what about the reality of your body? It is impermanent. Rising, falling, rising, falling. Whatever the objects come to your mind, using this experience, try to see the reality of that objectives. It might be a form or picture, it might be a sound, it might be a taste, it might be a feeling, whatever objectives come into your mind, try to apply this experience to see the reality. At the end, you can come to a conclusion. Everything is impermanent. Take your time and practice mindfulness of breathing meditation. And through that experience, all pictures, sound, taste, feelings, using all these opportunities, try to see the nature, the reality of them. Be mindful where your mind is. If it is out of your objectives, come back and start again. Breathe in, breathe out. Here you can see starting point of your breath, changes of your breath, and departing of your breath. The breath is the process, rising, falling, rising, falling. Give full attention to see the reality of your breath as well as all other objects, visual objects, mostly familiar with us. All visual objects are changing. Sounds that you can hear is not something existing. With the help of many things, all these sounds are creating and appearing, disappearing. Taste, feeling, all these sensory objectives are the same. Everything is impermanent, changing, changing, changing. At the end, you can see nothing exists. Regarding your body pain, you can adjust the body. Natyanantayasya Annanatyadayato Yam Nijanancha Karmacha Save Nibbana Santike. There is no concentration without wisdom, no wisdom without concentration. The one who has both wisdom and concentration is close to peace and nears to peace. Someone can turn on the lights. That's enough. No wisdom. I think you might need to stand up and stretch out. Okay. Good morning. I hope you had a wonderful night. Did you sleep well? No one is here to sleep because the kind of difficult times after breakfast, and also this is not your daily routine style. It's kind of different style is here now, sitting on these cushions and wake up early in the morning. Different lifestyle. Through this lifestyle, we are searching, looking, experience of impermanence. That is also another difficult thing. So, the topic that we are going to discuss now is anicca, impermanent. Have you ever experienced impermanence? Have you? Through what? Eh? Through thoughts. Okay, that's good. Let's see. So, we can talk this topic with two different ideas. The first one is regarding the form, rupa, pictures. Another one is what the Buddha means according to his explanations of Four Noble Truths. As you know, anyone who has clear mind, they can understand the impermanence of pictures, forms. The words in Pali you can hear all the time, Rupam Anicca. The form is impermanent. To understand this, only thing that we have to do, just go in front of a mirror. Then you can realize Rupam Anicca. Seeing your hair, seeing your skin, seeing your body appearance, you can recognize Rupa, forms are impermanent. So then, the first we're going to talk about this impermanence. What is that? We have a concept, there are things. Then we try to see the nature of those things that we have that concept. Those things are existence. We have that concept. So we are trying to see the reality of these things. As I mentioned last evening, people who are working in the labs regarding physics research, they are the people who can realize very well about this concept. Because they can see the nature of the particles, nature of the atoms. So through their experience, yes, they also will agree with us, everything is changing. Nothing is permanent. Everything changing, nothing permanent. They will agree with us through their lab researches. So that is not enough. The Buddha did not come to this world to give this explanation. The Buddha went beyond that. That is the real impermanence. Actually, anicca, the Pali word, we use the word English impermanent. Real anicca means not impermanent. Real anicca means non-existent. That is the real meaning of anicca. So, this is a kind of philosophical things. It is not easy to understand in once. It takes time. So, we have to pay attention. Gradually, we can go one by one. So, last evening I was mentioning about Vipallasa Sutta. If we don't have thoughts about the reality of things that we can see, the forms, so then we have wrong views about it. We have wrong views about that. What kind of wrong thoughts that we have? We have a concept. Main concept that we have is I, me, myself. None of us ready to accept, for there is no me. There is no I. None of us ready to accept that. Even though you are living here in meditation hall, you have concepts, views, thoughts. Oh, my dwelling place is there. My job is that. My family members are so and so. All these views are here with you now. Perhaps sometimes you did not get to listen to or talk to your friends, long time friends. Still you have that concept, oh, my friend is there. He is living there. But perhaps he might died few days ago, but you did not get that message. Therefore you have that concept in your mind. He is, she is there. The reality is not that, but we have these perceptions, these views with us. Why? Because we are not realized yet what is impermanent. What is impermanent. So we are practicing Dhamma to realize this reality. What is that reality? Impermanent, suffering, selflessness. So the huge thing is impermanent, anicca. Anicca. So let's try to understand what does it mean to us. So I have few slides regarding about the visual objects. Generally we have a thoughts, oh, if there is something, oh, that thing is existing. We are ready to accept that thing as something existing. But that is not the reality. That's why we want to pay attention about these visual objects. Is that real or not? Is there any illusions? We can see ourselves, we can measure our mind ourselves. How much delusions are there? Already we can see things. We can experience in some degrees, but that's not reality. We have some kind of visual objects, that is not reality. We have some kind of things that we can hear, but that is not reality. But sounds are there, pictures are there. So the first thing, take a moment and look at these things. Then we can understand the nature of our mind. Okay, mainly, I don't know how we can get the sounds, but mainly looking at this picture, looking at this visual things, you can see different colors appearing in our mind. See, but they did not, really they did not change the colors, but colors are changing according to our capacity. See, different colors are appearing there. I downloaded it from online, therefore I will not able to use all things. But basically, what I wanted to give you, sometimes we have some kind of visual objects, but not really. According to that picture, you saw different colors. It look like different colors, but not different colors. Same color appearing in different ways, according to the situation. In same way, according to your thoughts, the thoughts that you have in your mind, the visual objects, whatever you are taking outside, it could be changed. Different thoughts would be there, different ideas will be there, different colors will be there. What does it mean? It means there are two things. One is the visual objects that coming through your eyes are not the reality. Another thing is, even though we take pictures through our eyes, but we see pictures through our mind, not the eye. Eye is a supportive organ. Mind is the most important things to see pictures or hear sounds. That's the other things. So in Honeyball Discourse, Madhupindika Sutta, it's explained. Chakkunca paticca rupe uppajjati chakku vijnana. Tinna sangati passo. Chakku means eye. Paticca rupe, that's object. These two, when these two things are together, then mind consciousness will be there. Eye consciousness will be there. So with the help of these three things, eye, picture, eye consciousness, these three things are working together. With the help of this process, we can see pictures through the feelings. So it's clear, even though we're taking objects using our eye, but we see pictures through our mind. That is one thing. Another thing is, the things that we see are not reality. These are coming with our ignorance, illusions. So that's why now whatever the objects that you can see outside through your eyes are not the objects that appearing in this moment. These are the results of the past moment. Why? Everything impermanent. Nothing exists. Everything is impermanent, nothing exists. Therefore, you can see things as they are. We see the results of past. The results of past. These very subtle, complicated philosophical things. Try to understand. That's why sometimes psychologists have some kind of problems regarding mental illness. Some people say, I heard these sounds. I can see, I can talk to some people in this country. I have met, or I'm talking with the God. I have met the God. They say so. I don't know whether really they have met or not, but they say. But there is no way to that we can measure them. It is just a thought. Might be there was a sound. They turn that sound. They take that sound as the sounds of God. It's to do a research. If you have an opportunity during the night time to go to see your working place, perhaps it might be your school, university, or any other factory, you can hear so many sounds if that place is calm and quiet. I have been experienced in schools and universities. It might be there might be a reason, because during daytime there were a lot of people, they were talking. The vibration would be remain there still. That's why we were able to listen to some sounds there. It might be the reason, but anyway, there is no reality. Everything had been changing, but because of our weakness, our organs are not developed. We are not to increase our wisdom. So, as a lack of development of your mind, then we have these kind of situations, not reality. These are illusions. These illusions are there if you are not realized the nature of impermanence. So that's why we are trying to practice Dhamma to gain wisdom, to see or to realize impermanence. So this is one example. And through this example, I would like to go to the sutta. You can see sutta in this book, which I call Anatta Lakkana Sutta. Anattalakkhana Sutta is the second sutta that Buddha delivered, page number 106. This sutta is very important sutta, and as you know, after first sermon, the Buddha was having discussions with that 5 monks. Only Venerable Konnaya attained Sotapanna after the first sermon, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, and after that there was the discussions with the Buddha. Then all others also was able to attain Sotapanna, the first level of sainthood, stream entry. After their attaining first sainthood level, stream entry, the Buddha delivered this sermon, Anattalakkhana Sutta, discourses on the characteristics of selflessness. In this discourse, the second paragraph, it says, Rupam Bhikkave Anatta. In English version, English translation, Bhikkhu, form is not self. If form was self, then form would not be prone to affliction, and it would be possible to say, let my form be thus. Let my form not be thus, because form is not self, form is prone to affliction, and it is not possible to say, let my form be thus, let my form not be thus. Form, physical body. Is there any way that you can control your body? Some degrees you can control. When hair is turning to grey, you can color it. Skin is starting to make wrinkles, you can do surgeries. Some degrees, yes, but not 100%. You have to face that changes. You are trying to adjust sometimes, but sometimes unhappiness would be there if you are not adjusting to the situation. Because everything is impermanent. Everything is impermanent, but we are not realizing the truth, so we are trying to hold things in our mind, saying, my hair, my body, my eye, my ear, saying something like that. The concept, me, mine. There is a conversation in next page, you can see it 109. What do you think, bhikkhus? Is form permanent or impermanent? Then directly everybody can say it is impermanent, sir. Is that which is impermanent unsatisfactory or satisfactory? The second question. Then they answer unsatisfactory, venerable sir. Why? This is very important things to focus on ourselves. The first question Buddha asks, is form permanent or impermanent? Then they replied, impermanent, venerable sir. Then, is that which is impermanent unsatisfactory or satisfactory? Then they replied, unsatisfactory, venerable sir. Why? because we don't accept that any of these changes. We are not ready to believe, accept, oh, everything is impermanent, nothing exists. We are not ready to accept it. Why? Lack of wisdom. That's the reason. Lack of wisdom. We have some kind of knowledge, we have some kind of experience. Through that experience or knowledge, not reach wisdom yet. Therefore, we have unsatisfactoriness there. We can see all these changes. We can see nothing is permanent, even though we are not ready to accept it. To accept everything is impermanent, to worry, there is nothing to lamentate, there is nothing to disappoint. But our mind is not ready to accept that situation yet because we don't have wisdom yet. When we gain wisdom, that would be the moment that we can stay without worry, without disappointing. Because we can see realities, we can accept all the realities with equanimity. Equanimity, seeing the nature, understanding the reality. There is no reasons to increase our worries. There is no reasons to be worried. There is no reasons to disappoint because this is the nature. Is this nature that we can see because of the Buddha explained. There is a particular sutta that Buddha mentioned, Lokadharmata Sutta. It does mention there, whether Tathagata appears in this world or not, this truth will exist. Impermanence is not something happening because after the Buddha stated. Impermanence is a kind of universal truth. It's a universal truth. No one can change, none of them create it. It's an established, firm, universal nature. Impermanence is not something that someone can change regarding their country, regarding their culture, regarding their teachings. Nothing. Impermanence is impermanence. That's why Buddha said in Lokadharmata Sutta, whether Tathagata appears in this world or not, this truth exists. What is that truth? Impermanent. Everything is impermanent, which means nothing exists. Not everything is changing. That is kind of, but that is not enough. Nothing exists. So, in Anatta Lakkana Sutta, unsatisfactory, why we are disappointed, why we are worried, because our mind is not ready to accept this reality. Our mind is not accept, or our mind is not does not have enough experience and realize the truth to accept this reality. That's why we have worry, unsatisfactoriness. It is correct to consider that which is impermanent, unsatisfactory, and of the nature of changing as this is mine, this am I, this is myself. No, venerables, they reply, because all of these monks are attaining first level. They are living with that first sainthood level, stream entry. They answer the questions. What do you think, bhikkhus, is feeling permanent or impermanent? Impermanent 20%. This is very easy to understand. You all have body feeling. is permanent or impermanent. When you sit in first time on this cushion, it was very comfortable. Is that satisfactoriness is anymore with you? No. You are looking and searching when this month going to stop the door. I'm never going to stop. So, unsatisfactoriness is there. Once you sat there with happy thoughts, that happiness disappearing from your mind, no more happiness. Now you are waiting next things now. Again, you want to come back and sit here. Again, you want to stand up and do some other activities. This is the nature. Why? Everything is impermanent. Even the feelings are impermanent. Feelings are impermanent. That's why very famous saints in English, they said, one man sweet is another man poison. We have different thoughts. Some people might like to collect flowers. Some people may not have that thoughts. Some people they don't like to even see flowers. Perhaps, who knows that? There was a research in education field. Psychologists met a baby who don't like doll, particularly white color, any doll they don't like. That baby does not like. Then they did a research. What happened to this baby? Most of babies like, but particularly this baby does not like. Then they found the reason. That is something else, but this is the way how we can recognize even the feelings are not same forms. Through the forms that we have different kind of thoughts. Through the sounds we have different kind of thoughts, not same, because everything is impermanent. Everything is impermanent. That is the reality. So still we are thinking about our forms, sounds, feeling, taste. At the end we can come to conclusion all these materials are impermanent. Impermanent. That's why sometimes one day you might went to a restaurant, you had lunch there with your family members or friends. Somehow that day your mind had different background, different feelings. It was very delicious. Following day also you wanted to go to same restaurants to enjoy same taste. But that day you didn't have that feelings with you. Taste are different. Then you're ready to analyze, today might be different cooks would be there. That's why not like other days. No, that is not the situation. Everything is impermanent. Nothing exists. With the help of many things, that situation would be there just for a moment. This body creates cells. 6.5 trillion cells are here in this body. The cells can exist only how long? This is not Buddhism, this is biology. The cells can exist only 17 nanosecond, not second, nanosecond. 17 nanosecond. Then it does means every 17 nanosecond you're going to have new cells. Everything is impermanent. And who can catch this 17 nanosecond? This is the gap that we have. This is the problem, all the problem creating this gap. We are not able to recognize these nanoseconds. We are not able to see impermanence. Nothing exists. Through our wisdom, yes, we can recognize that nanosecond, and through our wisdom, we can see all these changes, even though it's happening rapidly. We can see it through our wisdom. That is the meaning of wisdom. So then we can see what is happening there. We can accept, oh, nothing exists. We can accept that reality through our wisdom. So we practice Dhamma to come to that level. So we don't want to wait for that. Traditional Buddhist people are waiting to come to that level after death. No, wisdom is something that you may not be able to achieve after death. It's in present life. That this moment we have to pay attention. We have to develop our energy and put effort to gain wisdom. Another name for wisdom, Nibbana. Wisdom, we can say as Nibbana. We can attain enlightenment through the wisdom. Or when you attain Nibbana, you have wisdom all the time. It's not losing. But right now we have just knowledge and experience. Knowledge is not wisdom. Knowledge is not wisdom. Through the knowledge we can practice to gain wisdom. So that's why we are learning Dhamma. But through the books or through the suttas, no one can gain wisdom, but we can use the methods, explanations to gain wisdom. Wisdom is something particularly belongs to the person. That's why the Buddha did not was able to share his wisdom with Bhavana, his own son. The Buddha gave him advice, giving advice to Ravana to practice himself. He was able to attain or gain wisdom himself through the advices applying to him his day-to-day life, applying himself. So, to see impermanent, yes, definitely we need wisdom. If we don't have that wisdom, we can't see impermanent. That's why we are struggling in this world. We have trouble with all these materials because we are driving through the desire without thinking the nature, the reality, which is impermanent. Is impermanent. For example, if you don't have that concept with you, the concept of impermanence, these three thoughts are arising in your mind. The first one, desire. Second one, anger. Third one, ignorance or illusion. All these three thoughts are arising in your mind because you are not realizing the reality, which we call impermanent, anicca. So now you can see the cause and effect. All these troubles, all these arguments that we are facing in the society, living with others, happening because we don't understand everything is impermanent. When we don't have that realization, so we are living with desire. We are living with anger. We are living with ignorance. So we make uncomfortable situation ourselves because of these roots. Wherever desire, wherever anger, wherever ignorance arise, then all these conflicts, troubles, arguments, and wars arise. But they use a sentence for this one. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. Because of ignorance, you don't realize the reality. You are not ready to accept everything is impermanent. Therefore, desires arise. When desires arise, then all other conflicts arise in here. When anger is arise, all other conflicts arise in here. When ignorance arises, all other conflicts arise in here. So this happens. Therefore, we practice Dhamma to reduce this unhappy situation. We don't like this situation. We don't like these unhumanistic activities. Unhumanistic activities. Killing, stealing, arguing, all these are unhumanistic activities. We don't like those activities. But all these are happening among with us. Is someone here who can guarantee I'm not killing any living beings? Including me. No one can give a guarantee. Now, you know I'm not going to kill anyone, but I don't have a guarantee with my mind because I'm full of ignorance. When anger arises, I don't know what I'm going to do. Therefore, be careful. So, now you can see, if we can realize the nature, the reality, impermanent, everything is impermanent, then you can see the benefits. How long we don't realize the truth, that long we have to stay in the samsara, birth and death circle, facing all these troubles, worries, unhappy situations. So therefore, to get rid of all these suffering, unhappy status, then what we should do? We should realize the reality. What is that reality? Everything is impermanent. Why we want to realize that reality? To develop our disenchantment. Why we want to have disenchantment? To finish this birth and death circle, to end this birth and death circle. Nirodhaya. That is Nirodha. To finish birth and death circle, Sansara Chakra. So now you can see the connection. Seeing reality. What is that reality? Everything is impermanent. So realizing the truth, we have disenchantment, nibbidaya, And then through that Nibbida, disenchantment, we ready to attain enlightenment to end this samsaric circle. Until attaining enlightenment, there is no solutions, there is no way to have a comfortable, peaceful, happy life with God. How long, how much we can reduce our defilements, it's depending on completely our understanding. That much happiness would increase with us. So, very important thing is realization. The knowledge, experience that we have about these three characteristics: anicca, dukkha, anatta. So, through this experience, through this knowledge, yes, we can see reality. Seeing reality, we can increase our positiveness, which we call panya, wisdom. Through the wisdom, you can realize Four Noble Truths: suffering, cause of suffering, end of suffering, the way to end suffering. You can realize. So, the first step is to realize impermanence. So, we can continue in the evening these discussions. So, in the morning, we're going to end the sessions now. Let's meet again to discuss and continue our discussions in the evening about impermanence. Thank you.